Hi, I'm Sam, one of the OET instructors at MedCity International Academy, Thiruvalla. Now, I'm going to discuss OET speaking assessment criteria. OET speaking needs a multidimensional approach, as a candidate must possess certain skills in which includes listening, reading, understanding, interpreting, and of course speaking. This makes OET speaking one of the difficult modules in Occupational English test. The easiest way to score a B is by understanding how OET speaking is assessed. OET speaking test assesses candidate skill of speaking against 9 criteria. These 9 criteria are separated into 2 different segments, linguistic and clinical communication. So let us see the first linguistic criteria, that is intelligibility. Here, candidates' ability to produce comprehensive speech is evaluated. It includes features as pronunciation, intonation, stress, rhythm, and accent. The second criteria that comes under linguistic segment is fluency. In this criteria, it refers to the flow and rate of speech. Assessors consider whether the candidate speaks continuously and smoothly without any pause or hesitation at a normal rate that can be easily understood. The third criteria, which comes under linguistic segment, is appropriateness of language. The criteria refers to the ability of the candidate to use language register, expression, tone of voice suitable to the situation with the flexibility to adapt as necessary. The fourth and last criteria of linguistic segment is resources of grammar and expression. Assessors consider whether the candidate has the capacity to maintain longer alternatives rather than single sentences with appropriate use of cohesive devices. This also have a check on your idiomatic expressions, vocabulary, and control of grammatical expressions which are adapted to the situation. Now, let's move to the next segment, that is clinical communication. The first criteria under this is indicators of relationship building. The candidate must initiate the interaction appropriately using greetings and introduction. He or she should demonstrate non-judgmental approach using an attentive and respectful attitude along with showing empathy for feeling and emotional state. The second criteria under clinical communication is indicators of understanding and incorporating the patient's perspective. Here, the candidate has to pick up patient's cue and make explanation to the elicited ideas, concerns, and expectations. The third criteria is indicators of providing structure. Here, candidate needs to sequence the interview purposefully and logically using signposting while changing topic. The fourth criteria is indicators of information gathering. Here, candidate must facilitate the patient's narrative with active listening, minimizing interruption using initial open questions, appropriately moving to closed questions, not using compound questions, and clarifying statements which are vague or need amplification. Fifth and last criteria of clinical communication is indicators of information giving. Here, candidates should establish initially what the patient already knows. Pausing periodically when giving information. Use the response to guide next step. And encourage the patient to contribute reactions and feeling. Checking whether the patient has understood information and discover what further information the patient needs. So this is how OET speaking is evaluated. I'm sure if you speak according to this criteria, you will surely score B grade in speaking subtest. For more videos like this, please follow MedCity International Academy Thiruvalla's Facebook and YouTube page. Thank you.